Yeah,
I was like, there's no way. Like,
he's actually clueless. Well, that's the thing. Like, when he came up and was giving me pros and cons, and he was like bringing up like Jed, like big physical threat. I'm like, I'm not putting Jed up. That's what I said to him. I'm like, doesn't make sense to. And he's like, why? I'm like, oh, you won't even have the numbers.
Yeah.
That was a combo.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, that's what
I was just worried because I remember you were saying the other day, you're like, I didn't know, but like.
Oh, yeah. That's like, yeah, exactly.
Literally, I swear to you.
No, and I never once thought.
Any of the shit that he said down there, not a word of what he said was true.
Yeah.
Not a word.
Yeah.
I'm fuming, but I'm trying to hold it down because I'm like, it will look bad if I like.
Yeah. You don't want to freak out.
Yeah.
And I don't want to freak out, but I just want to like air it out. Because obviously when you hear that, I'm like.
Of course.
But I'm like, there's no way. Like, right when he started talking about you saying that stuff, I was like, there's no way.
And Beth came in the room 2 minutes after.
Yeah.
And he's like, Pretty Boys 2 is happening. And literally when he said that to me, I was like, oh, I'm like, yeah, it does happen.
Yeah.
Every season. I'm like, I guess it's something to consider.
Yeah. And like, that's what I told Beth. And I'm like, even if, like, yeah, okay. Yeah, he doesn't have the numbers this week. That's like deflecting because, like, obviously we have something, right? So
That's the thing. I'm not going to be like, I love Jed.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I hope we get to make.
I'm not gonna keep. You know what I mean?
hope we get to make goodbye messages, and we can be like, I'm actually aligned with Jed.
Yeah.
So as much as you were saying he's my target, we both knew that wasn't true.
So true. No, once that came up, I was like, there's no way. Like, he started talking all that stuff about Roe, and I was like, okay, maybe. Like, I haven't talked game with Roe, so like, who knows? Maybe. But then when he started saying that you said that, and then like you were the mastermind, and you were trying to get me out, I was like, there is no way this guy's telling the truth.
And I spoke for the first time to Kyle and Roe yesterday.
Yeah.
First time. And we didn't even talk game. I came in, he was jamming out to my
Yeah,
music,
yeah.
Roe came in, and then we played in the ball pit. And he's like, Alliance.
Yeah.
You'd
He's
be
like,
dumb to not see it.
that's what he said. He's like, they're coming after you and Ty. Like, they're manipulating you guys.
I actually feel really bad for Kyle, only because, like, Kyle's, like, kind of been there for him.
Yeah.
And he's thrown him under the bus twice now.
Right. I know. Like, Kyle was actually pissed outside. Because he's like, I was there for you, and then now my name's in your mouth twice. And he did say Kyle's name. He didn't just say he was in that room. He said Kyle and Roe were both trying to get me on the block.
Yeah.
So.
And Latoya was literally saying, like, last week he threw my name out, and I just told him, like, do not talk game to me. I don't want to talk to you.
Right.
Because he tried to make her, like, the whole reason that Julie was going home and, like, to stage a blow up.
Right.
And she just, like, stop. Never again. I think that's what I need to say if he tries to talk to me. I'll be like, I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Yeah.
Please.
That's what he just tried to, like, he just went up to Beth and said, like, I'm really disappointed in you. Lying, saying that I said I'm smarter than everyone. And Beth was just like, I don't want to talk to you. I'm done with you. She's pissed.
Well, the thing is, like, we all know that he's, like the fact that he was like, oh, should I throw the POV? Like, we all know that he said shit like that.
I just said that. I was like, I heard that you were about to throw the POV because you thought you could talk your way off the block. He's like, just freaks out. He's like, I would never say that. I would never.
And just, like, the amount of backtracking. He's like, well, I didn't, well, that was one conversation, but another conversation. It's like, buddy, how many conversations have you had when no one wants to talk to you?
I know.
Like,
So, like, oh my God, it's so frustrating.
because, like, I've been, like, it's just, like, so dumb because he's missing so much information. It's like when I've been aligned with you, Ty, and Beth since, like, what, day 2, day 3?
Yeah, literally.
Like, you're gonna look dumb.
He's like, you're gonna watch this back and see that everyone you thought you were close to was just plotting. I was like, well, if they want to vote out their own Alliance member, then sure, but that's a number. That's their own number. So.
Yo, I was actually so proud of Roe.
Yeah, me too. He held his own really well.
He held his own really well.
He just, like, spoke very well and, like, just facts, straight facts.
And he's like, if we're aligned, why would you put me up?
Yeah.
It's like facts.
There's literally no response to that.
Did you hear what I said when he was like, yeah, I'm gonna get her out? And I'm like, how? When he said, like...
Oh, yeah, when I said, like, who's your target?
Yeah, and then when he was like, oh, well, you'd want to keep me because I'm not going to win anything. And I'm like, then how would you get me out?
That's what we've been saying. We're like,
Like, how?
We're like, you can say who your target is, but if you can't win, then how are you supposed to get them out?
Then what's the benefit?
Yeah, and if you're, like, isolating yourself, you can't even manipulate other people to get them out for you. So, like, how are you going to get her out? It just makes no sense, but... Yeah, he was just like... I'm like, that's not even, like, a good target. Like... I was like, why would you do that? Like, everyone loves her.
Everyone
no
likes
one's
me.
going to vote her out.
Everyone likes me.
Like, go for someone that's, like, I don't know. Just target someone else. Someone that, like... I don't know, could potentially be a threat to, like, everyone.
It would have been smarter for him to, like, target you or Ty and be like,
100%.
listen,
100%.
huge physical threats. If I win, I'll take the shot.
Exactly. That's exactly what he should have done. He shouldn't have been like.
Why did he come for me? And everyone literally saw him like wiping my ass for the past week.
Yeah.
And now you're flipping, really?
Yeah. No, that makes no sense. He should have just. If you want to make a move like that, you got to say that you're gonna gun for someone that everyone's scared of gunning for.